just a little PSA, if you will, a little warning, because I'm not exaggerating. This is the worst vegan ice cream I have ever tried. I am shocked. I have tried so many non-dairy ice creams. I've tried so many bad non-dairy ice creams. I'm actually going through all of my old ice cream videos, which there's a lot. It's worse than Simple Truth Almond, which I believe they still sell, the almond base. They have a few different flavors, or at least they used to. Again, this was a few years ago, and it tasted fairly cheap. Some of them were okay, but I think the almond one was pretty bad. Was there an almond? Wait, no. I'm looking at the photos. There's no almond, so maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Sweet and weird chemically flavoring, gross.
Halo Top. I was not a fan of the Halo Top non-dairy. That's a lower calorie ice cream. It's got a little bit more protein. The dairy one has quite a bit of whey. I think it's got quite a bit more protein than your average ice cream. But even the non-dairy has a little bit more. But yeah, not a fan of that.
It's mediocre ice cream, I would say. It's better than the Simple Truth non-dairy ice cream. That's bottom of the barrel. There's a reason it's half the price.
This is worse than that. Oh, the sugar-free ice cream. The So Delicious sugar-free. That was pretty nasty.
I don't want to eat anymore, if that tells you anything.
No. This is worse. Oh, the superfood ice cream. The Snow Monkey smoothie ice cream. This is worse than that.
If you've ever made a smoothie and you put way too much of like the powdered greens in it, and it's just got that taste, like, oof, that's what it tastes like. Ooh, no.
This is nastier than that. So I think that is all the nasty ice creams, at least all the nasty ones I've tried. Simple Truth, coconut milk, non-dairy, frozen dessert, snickerdoodle, mint chip and chocolate cream cookie, and chocolate brownie swirl, and they are all absolutely terrible. Shockingly bad, and I'm pretty sure I figured out why. So this is right out of the freezer. I will let it set for a few minutes just to give it, the best chance of improving texture-wise, but you can see just how icy it is. I wish I had some Brave Robot or Ben & Jerry's on me, something like that, just so you could see the difference. Like you can just tell how icy and not creamy this is. Like even straight out of the freezer, Brave Robot, Nadamu, none of them look like this. I wish I had photo of the chocolate before we ate some of it, because it had this like nasty, almost gelatinous, syrupy, sugary stuff on top. It was so gross. The texture is so icy. It's so just lacking in any creaminess, even though it's coconut milk based, supposedly. And the taste, it's just sweet. Even the mint, you barely get any mint. It's just so one note, sweet, icy, just weird, disgusting. And like I said, I think I figured out what the problem is. So if we look at the chocolate brownie swirl specifically, the amount of fat in 2/3 of a cup, 146 grams, is 6 grams of fat. And I think, well, you know what? The Snickerdoodle is actually 11. So this might be like throwing my whole theory out of the water now. But I'm just going to run with it. But anyway, the mint chip is 4.5. So even less than the chocolate. But what I was going to say is I thought it was mostly a fat issue, which would make sense, right? Sugar is a lot cheaper than fat, and this is the house brand, so to speak. The store brand, Simple Truth, is a Kroger brand, so you would expect it to be cheaper, and it is. The standard price seems to be about $3.50. That's what I paid for these. Actually, a little bit less for one of them because I got a coupon. If you look at, for example, the Ben & Jerry non-dairy chocolate chip cookie dough, it has 16 grams per 2/3 of a cup. That's the standard serving size for ice cream. If we look at the animal-free Brave Robot, 18 grams per serving. So my theory was that, okay, this is mostly a fat issue. Again, makes sense. Sugar's a lot cheaper than coconut milk specifically. But yeah, the Snickerdoodle isn't that much lower in fat, and it's still, it's so nasty. If you look at the So Delicious Mousse, which is actually one of my favorites, I love those things. It's the only like lower calorie ice cream that I really like. But at first glance, it looks like it's lower in fat per serving, but a serving is way lighter, right? It's like a really, really airy thing. So a serving is like half of the actual weight of your standard ice cream, including these so delicious monstrosities. So yeah, per gram, it's way higher in fat than most of the Simple Truth. It looks like it's about the same or even less fat than the Snickerdoodle. What? It's just crazy. The first is water, that's the first ingredient, then cane sugar, then coconut cream, then maltodextrin, then coconut oil. It's been 5 minutes. It's still just so icy. When you scoop it, it doesn't, I can't even explain it. It's almost like a starchy, the way it like breaks away from the rest of the ice cream, quote unquote. I think it's worse when you let it sit out, because at least when it's straight out of the freezer, it's just mostly icy. But when you let it sit out, it's like, maybe it's from the maltodextrin, because that's pretty high on the list. I don't know. It's almost like if you took like the worst vegan cheeses, like the really starchy, like potato starchy ones, like I think one of the Trader Joe's shreds, and like made that sweet and made it into an ice cream, like that's what you would get. It's so weird. Oh, I was gonna take another bite, but no, I'm good. Here's the mint chip and chocolate cream cookies. Sounds so decadent, you know? And then the Snickerdoodle. Make sure I get the cookie piece. The cookie is the best part of it by far. That actually wasn't nearly as terrible. Let me just get the ice cream. It just turns to water in your mouth. It's just gone. I can't help but laugh because we've come so far ice cream wise. Things are not what they were 5 years ago or whatever. There's so many delicious vegan ice creams on the market now. We have animal-free ice cream on the market now. But still, this could be someone's first try at vegan ice cream. Even if it's not, even if you just want to try something new, it's just totally unacceptable. I don't know how this ended up on the market. Come on, Kroger, you can do so much better than this. It's like not even ice cream. Like, it's totally fine to call it frozen dessert because it's not. It's like it's not even trying to mimic ice cream. It's like it's trying to be some weird, like a shaved ice or something. So I would love to know if you've tried this, what you think of it, if you think it is the worst ice cream. On a positive note, because I do want to end on a positive note, I did try what is now my favorite vegan chicken nuggets. Gardein. They have their like ultimate, I guess it's a line now. I only knew of the burgers, which we haven't actually tried. Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets and chicken filet little patties, which I'm assuming are very similar to the nuggets, just in a patty form that I happened to spot at Kroger. They didn't even have like a tag for it yet. So I didn't know like how much it cost. If it was on sale, I had no idea, but I had to get it. Had to get the nuggets. They're actually higher protein than any of the other vegan nuggets I've seen per serving. They're like 15 grams versus what, usually 10 or 12, something like that. So that was cool. And they just looked really good. Like, they just looked like that breading was gonna be fantastic. When they started cooking, the smell, and that first bite, yes, they are so good. The texture is so good. The taste, the breading, it is just perfectly balanced and seasoned. It's nice and salty and flavorful, but not too salty. Like, you can definitely still dip them in, you know, ketchup or whatever you want. But even without ketchup, they're so good. They are just the tastiest, tender on the inside, crunchy on the outside nuggets. I love them. I love them so much. So definitely try those if you get a chance. I think, what did I pay for them? Was it $5.99 or $4.99? They're not cheap. Of course, the cheapest still that I've found are the Morningstar Farms, especially when you get them on sale. And I like the Morningstar Farm, the regular, not the incognito. Those are more expensive. I like those better. But even the regular ones, very good. But these are like whole nother level. Oh man, so yummy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, let me know if you've tried the Simple Truth coconut milk. I think those are the only flavors they have. Why did I get all three? I was just gonna get one because I had the coupon for one. The kids like it because they don't know any better. It's just sugar, you know? Kids will just eat straight sugar. They don't know. As long as it looks like candy or ice cream, they'll eat it. And let me know if you've tried the Gardein Ultimate Nuggets, whatever they're called, and what you think about those. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, support the channel, patreon.com/unnaturalvegan, and I will have a new video hopefully very soon.